What is up, everybody? My name is Chris. I think the Chunk name is dead. I'm over it. I'm tired of it.
It was never really funny.
It was never funny. It was something I was trying to embrace because I hate my name. There's no good nicknames, but I was trying to make it work. I was trying to cram it in, but it's not going to work.
I think Christoph is a great nickname.
It's fine enough as an ASMR gulp. Alongside me is
Brianna Kaye. Sup?
first of her name.
Sup?
How you been?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. It's been okay. It's been not the greatest, and it's been not the worst. So, I mean, I guess that's something.
I'm gonna do the most entertaining thing on a podcast is describe a meme that I saw on the internet today that they said there was like a bunch of penguins hanging out in the fucking snow somewhere. I'm assuming Antarctica. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's my only context for penguins. I know they live other places, but I just assume they all live in Antarctica. But there was a bunch of penguins floating around, like just kind of hanging out, standing around.
Mhm.
And there was this like gangly ass one that walked by, and it looked like it was like half dead. It was just scrolled by the camera, and it said 2022. if a penguin was 2022 or something like that.
This
has been our describe a meme section.
I have a description of my feelings. I don't know if you could. That's how I feel today.
Eat your feelings.
Yep.
Wow, it's real high tech here. We did it. Yeah, it's been okay. It's been crazy. It's been busy. 2022 has been a fucking weird year. I'm kind of over it. I'm ready for 2023.
I don't know if you heard, but there's I guess this like because my mom's super Catholic, everybody. She was telling me that there's, I guess, apparently these like psychic people. There's like a name for them, but whatever.
Charlatans
that work for the church.
I'll edit that out.
And and they use their whatever system, their powers for Christianity, and they basically said that
it's like Suicide Squad.
They said that the war is gonna get worse, and with Russia, and Ukraine, was me putting Russia and Ukraine together in one war.
Kind of like Benefer.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's gonna get worse, and then it's gonna spread worldwide.
Okay.
And I mean, we can't deny the fact that we're already feeling some of the repercussions, even though, like with the gas prices, we all kind of are accepting it, even though it sucks. It's kind of like, what else are we going to do, right? Besides, I'll go electric. But I feel like it's here. Like we're dealing with inflation. It's all like all of it's already connected. So supposedly they're saying it's going to get worse.
Yeah, well, I think the books were juiced during COVID with like inflation. Like if you think about how a pandemic realistically should affect the economy, like it should tank it, right? But no, people like because of like things were pushed, things were inflated, things were forgiven. Now things are getting back to normal. So now it's like we're kind of paying for all this stuff like on the back end. So I don't know. Just if you guys want to have if you guys want to hear any theories about inflation, you can go to a TED Talk. They know what they're talking about, right? Does TED talk about inflation? I don't care.
Back to this oracle.
Yeah, I want to more.
You will.
Fuck, like macroeconomics. I want to hear about psychics.
The oracle. Oracle.
The Catholic oracle.
They are predicting that it's basically the end times. And
God, haven't they been doing that?
I mean,
since
everybody. Yeah. So it's just like seeing things get worse and worse. But yeah, it was saying something the way that the prediction, and then they started going into from that was to Fatima.
Mm-hmm. Right? That's a famous. I was going to say deity, but I know that's a sensitive subject. But
Our Lady of Fatima. Fatima's a place.
Wait, isn't that based on a saint though?
But I think isn't it from? You think I was raised Catholic?
I don't know.
If you knew, chime in.
I was raised pure heathen.
Basically, whatever. But whatever had happened with that whole situation where the angel spoke to the children or extraterrestrials.
Got it.
Like
Looped it all in psychics, and we need to throw in a ghost reference somewhere. We got it.
But basically, they're saying, "Oh, who's here?
I don't know.
What's up on 17?
What's going on? I can't see the
Talk
caption, so
they say hi.
Oh, hi. Hello. Oh, hello. No, but so is it
well, in that prediction, they talked about like basically smoke because we use different words in different times. They talk about like smoke kind of killing us all off, which I feel like you're like, what could that be relating to?
Vape pens. They're gonna have a real resurgence. No. Vape pens are gonna come back.
More like bombs and nuclear war is where I went like automatically.
I don't know. I think who knows? Like I think it's gonna be like all these like uber religious like kind of doomsday folks. Like they're gonna keep predicting that the world's gonna end, and eventually they're gonna be right. So kudos to hit them once they finally get it right.
I mean, but they've been predicting this since forever.
Forever. Yeah. Like it's just been. Yeah, it's just and that's not it's just religion as a whole always has like I think to hold like people's like hold the carrot in front of believers, you got to have some kind of like you almost have to have like a background, like everybody's going to die, right? But you also have to have like a background doomsday. Eventually doomsday is going to happen event at this date, so be prepared. Like there's even fucking Ragnarok. I mean, Ragnarok is all over the place now. It's in fucking Marvel movies and video games and all that shit. But it's about the destruction of the world. It's the end of the world, and that's a fucking old ass religion. Yeah. I want to know.
What do you think, Lon? _17.
I want to know. Okay, how many of these fuckers are out there?
What do you mean?
Like the
oracles?
Like the oracles. Are they like? Is it like a fantasy film where they're like all like waiting in a pool somewhere? That's how I picture it. Like they're all just in like
so
weird,
stupid,
like almost clear, like sequin dress, and they're just like swimming like this. Like if you're listening to audio afterwards, I'm sorry, I'm doing a little.
Wow, it sounds like this is more like your fantasy.
Well, I love Catholic oracles.
Like half naked see-through women swimming.
I just how I picture fantasy movies.
So what the thing that they're swimming in is like the fountain of youth? What are they swimming in?
Yeah, no, that's what keeps them eternal, and they could always make predictions.
Eternal sunshine?
But how many of these people are there? How many are floating around?
I think definitely more than we know. I mean, when you look at the
and is there one per church?
Or what the fuck are they called? The starts with the M. The ones that came to visit Jesus.
I don't know.
They were basically like
Magi.
The Magi.
How do I know this and you don't?
Yeah, I told you I don't have a great. I'm just leave me alone.
The gift guys.
Yeah, they knew. How do they know that he was coming? How do they know he was the son of God? It's like, how do they know exactly where it was? Yeah, there was a star, but like, come on, that star could have pointed them in any direction. We got big shining stars sometimes in the sky. So, like for me, it's like I believe that because if you look at like the definition of what a magi is, that's part of it. They're like basically, I know this is like controversial, but they're basically like witches. Like they have a type of power, and then look at what they brought. They brought all natural herbs, and things like that, not herb, but herbs. Herbs a word.
That sounds awesome. Like a movie that's like a little, like how they have the Grimm fairy tales that are like Disneyfied, but then they have the Grimm fairy tale movies that are like Grimm fairy tales. It's like, no, this story ends with a kid getting their hand cut off. It'd be cool if they made like a Gift to the Magi movie that was like they were like straight up witches. I'd watch that.
Well,
I'd watch that if they were like obvious witches, not just like they wore fun hats. They wore fun hats, right?
Witchery is misinterpreted. I think that we are all witches in some way, shape, or form. Wow. Like we're We all have abilities.
You
We all have.
You go to one Halloween convention and you buy into it. We're all witches.
No, I think it's true. I definitely think. I always tell my mom that, and as religious as she is, we always, because we're very what's the word? We're very intuitive, and so I've had like some psychic abilities, like when I really am in trusting myself, and so I think that there's merit.
I'm looking at.
There's a moth.
Oh God.
Oh, I need to get it for so.
Can I tell you?
Lawn 17. I have a pet
we...
praying mantis, and she's beautiful. She's my baby.
Yeah, she's awesome. But before we move on, can I tell you that you might have some theories? Because one, I'm looking at Halloween costumes for the Magi, or I'm guessing this is like Christmas productions.
Which?
One of them looks like Gandalf.
I see a witch hat over there.
I see a witch hat and Gandalf.
One looks like Gandalf. Shut the fuck up. I can't. Fucking leaving.
This is like, you got to give it up to the Catholic Church. Like they have exorcists and they have oracles. Do they have magicians? I mean, they probably have like believe in Jesus magicians.
But Jesus was just some kind of magician doing magic. Magic again, witchery. So, yeah. But I think we all have some kind of ability.
You think so? You think we all have an innate, like some psychic? I
think like you're gonna sound so stupid, but what's that Disney movie where they're like, there's like the unicorns that are cross-eyed?
Oh,
what the hell is that movie?
It's fairly recent. It wasn't
good,
that
but it didn't
great.
do that great.
It wasn't that
but
great. It
like,
was fine.
I like the concept of the idea of basically like who they were. They were supposed to be not human, but they basically stopped practicing magic and stopped practicing all of their beliefs because people were using them in the wrong way, which I believe, a lot of witches do. There's a lot of people out there doing witchcraft right now that are like, have some mental fucking issues, and they use it for negative instead of positive because it was never intended to be for negative use.
Was it never intended to be? I feel like
every story that I've ever heard or movie, the ones that do the practice of black magic, like they just end up getting fucked up in the end. It always does them wrong.
Well, that's a moral tale, but you figure like the human race, right? If the more power that someone gets, like the more grasp they have over nature, the more they can influence things outside of their own two hands or whatever. The more it's going to be used for, like, it's going to be a balance, right? I feel like I don't have a good instinct on whether it's going to first be good or first be bad.
Right.
I mean, I feel like first it'd be profited, like for sure. Like it would be definitely like taken advantage of for sure. And that's how humans are. And that's
right.
How we got so far, baby. Hey, I had a question that I went on stream for like 10 minutes on Saturday night.
Yes.
Do you think, and this was running through my head, do you think we should be reaching out to aliens? Do you think that's a fruitful, beneficial effort on our part to be reaching out to aliens?
You already know. You already know.
Like they're living in fucking Burbank.
Yeah, I was going to say they're already here, but like that's why I'm laughing because I'm like, you already know my fucking answer. But I'll just pretend. I'll just pretend like aliens aren't on Earth already. They're not living amongst us.
I don't think they are.
But if they weren't,
I wish.
I think that they're watching, and there's no reason
That's not
for
my
us.
Question.
What I'm saying is there's no reasons for us to reach out because when they fucking want to be relevant and want to be known, they're gonna let us know. Okay, they're gonna let us know. So I feel like, no offense to you, but it's a relevant question because I feel like
fuck you. Why is it not a relevant question?
No, to me, like, because I feel like to other people, maybe they can give you their opinion, like.
Well, here's why it's a relevant question, even if you have the theory that for whatever reason you think extraterrestrials are like living in an apartment next to you or whatever. There are still like science is pretty pretty set in the fact that there's life outside of our planet, right? Once you start talking about like visitations and are they amongst us and government cover-ups, and you start getting varied answers, right? But the consensus is that there's aliens out there. And so even if you are of the theory that you believe that aliens are somehow here, there's one or two species, there's a few species that are have either visited or are already here or whatever it is, whatever your theory is, by communicating out, you're still putting out that honey for those bears. So even if there's bears already in the woods, you're still putting out more honey. And so it it and the reason why this spurred this question on is because I saw an article that someone published, a scientist published an article that said that he believes, I mean, he did some math based on Earth's like different cultures in Earth and how, how many wars are going on. So he postulated that he believes that there are 4 warlike alien planets or species within the Milky Way. Take that for what you will. Who knows if that's an accurate number? Who knows? But like, say for instance, we are lucky and we have 2 different alien species, like one's hanging out in Area 51 and the other's in Area 52, and one's living upstate New York or something like that. Do we really want to keep reaching out and attract that 4th, or that one of the 4 that are warlike? Because the more we reach out, the more potential we have contact, and the more potential that someone who,
again, not necessarily, when you're asking me, I'm gonna say like there's already like.
But you're still reaching out. It's
a
like
hidden agenda where, like, me personally,
yeah,
like, you're gonna think I'm so dumb. So I'll hold that thought. But we have a guest, Tears of Zara. There has to be someone. Absolutely.
But I'm saying no, I'm not trying to throw water on anybody's beliefs on whether they're here yet or not. But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, even if you're of the belief that people are still here, by us like sending Elvis records and sending fucking weird hand-drawn nude pictures,
we know what music should be sent. It's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, but by sending whatever music you want, even if it's fucking Milli Vanilli, like we are definitely like, even we're trying to pull out more people, right? Like NASA scientists, and I do believe that the people who are at that NASA level who are sending out these things believe that there are no aliens right now. Now, whether you don't think the cover-up's too big for an average NASA guy to know, that cover-up is way too fucking big. Presidents, maybe, but for your average NASA employee, there's no way they're keeping that under wraps.
I mean,
there's
I have met people. Okay, I have
thousands of people are like
100% met people that don't even think twice about it and are like, there's nobody. And I'm just baffled because I'm just like, how, like, not calling people stupid, but I'm just like, how can you think, like, we've only traced this much of the universe?
Wait, what do you mean? Like, there's nobody
there's
out there,
no
like
other beings out there,
like at all?
And yeah, like, I'm just like, how could you not even be open-minded to that idea?
Is it religious? Are they religious?
Not
Are they
entirely. No, not no.
Because that would be my first question is, are you religious? Because for a lot of people, that idea of like extraterrestrials floating around in some form, or whether
what it is with Christians, like being raised that way, you are trained not to think about that. It's not that they'll deny it, but it's something that they just don't like. It's like they're trained not to, like,
it's brushed away.
Yeah. And I think a little bit of that stems from fear too, because it is scary not to know what's on the other side, you know?
It terrifies me that we're trying to reach out to, like, as much as it's curiosity, and that's kind of what I thought in my head. Like, I had a few modelos in me, but I thought in my head that I'm wondering if our curiosity, humans' curiosity, and how we expanded our brains, and we became bipedal and stuff like that, and started using tools that is very rare in the animal kingdom. It's not completely out of the scope of all animals, but it's extremely rare, and if it's in any other animals except for humans, it's extremely limited. Like, curiosity drove our species, because we're not stronger than most animals, we're not faster than most animals, we're not our eyesight is not as good as most animals, our hearing is not as evolutionary species from just if you threw us in a cage with a fill in the blank animal, we'd lose a lot of fights. But our curiosity,
I think that's in our society today.
What?
I think we've, again, like that movie I was talking
Humans
about,
are weak.
We've dumbed ourselves down. I think in the beginning we were more tough. I mean, you look at stories of like Native Americans, you know, like, you know, they could totally fucking, they know what to do if there's a bear. They know what to do.
There were
Like,
so many bear deaths, but they had tools and they had weapons. But
right.
what I'm saying is hand to hand, fist to
Combat.
paw, you're done. And what drove us past this is not even our toughness; it was our curiosity and our ingenuity. That really drove us past this. And I'm wondering if our curiosity, our need to keep going, is going to be what is going to be eventually our demise, because we're going to reach out to the wrong fucking alien species and they're going to say thank you very much for that, whatever it is.
You want to hear an awesome comment from Tears of Zara? Did you know if we were to travel 13.8 billion light years out, we could see the Big Bang as it happened? If that's true, that's fucking mind blowing.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and if we could, what would happen to us? You know, that's like,
well,
you know, that's fascinating.
As an idiot, as a village idiot, I would imagine that the Big Bang had some bang to it, because it was a compressed, right? It was matter exploding out. Right. So I don't know how we would factor in that.
Tears of Zara, I have a question for you. Do you think that like the black hole, like, is that what it's called? Black hole.
Black holes?
Black holes. Holes. There's more than one.
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you think that if you were to enter those, that you would just disintegrate? Or do you think it's like a wormhole to another galaxy, a different dimension?
Did you say wormhole or wormhole?
Wormhole.
Wait, say it again.
Worm.
Okay. I thought you were saying you're just looking. Do you go into
worm? Like, you know how worms, like.
I know. I just thought you said wormhole. I was like, what is? We're talking about a completely different thing.
Hey yo.
I think we're talking about a different black hole.
Do you think that
weekend's over?
You know, it's like time traveling. I'm just really curious because I think we're very fearful of the black holes that are out there because we just don't know what's on the other side. Well,
even scientists, like we're not even like close death, right? To it, but even scientists, there's multiple theories on what it may be. They know kind of a sense of it. It's a gravitational pull, but like how it things are inside are affected or without, you know, they don't. That's still up for debate. And yeah, you know, there's a lot of, like, I know amongst alien folks, there's a lot of theories that that's how travel, right, is through wormholes. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I like hearing, you know, people's opinion. What do you think happens
when you go in a black hole? I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't even speculate. I couldn't even fucking speculate. Real talk.
If you had the opportunity to go, would you enter?
No.
No.
Because the probability of you dying is extreme.
Let's see.
It's like you might go to a different universe magically, but you're probably going to die.
Says due to the pressure and body ripping as I go through, I die, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I know like there's the pole, but what if the pole, as you're getting closer, like how do we know that it stays that same consistency? I don't know.
It's interesting. This is well beyond me. Well, can we talk about Halloween? Is Halloween here?
This is Halloween. Halloween's here every day. What are you talking about?
But are we there as
Are you mentally there? We got married on Halloween, everybody, by the way.
I don't think I'm mentally there, and it's driving me a little nuts that all the merch is coming out because.
Okay, I was when it first started. What, like a month ago, right?
I feel like it started
beginning
like
of July, and I felt like because we had COVID beginning of July, and our first outing after like our 14-day quarantine, we went to Home Goods because I heard that there was Halloween stuff. And so even for me, I was kind of like, I mean, we celebrate Halloween every day, you know, it's like we love all that stuff. But just to see it, yeah, in stores and everywhere, and you kind of feel forced to purchase because you're like, this shit's gonna be gone if I don't get it now. So yeah, I've been making my rounds and getting stuff that I don't need, but just because I know that like I'm gonna see it on fucking TikTok and everywhere else, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, I should have bought that.
Well, it's corporate America feeding that fucking
They are.
train, and they're
There's
just
already
like
Christmas stuff too.
Well, they know that there's a holiday like Desperia in July after 4th of July, after we light our fingers off on fireworks. They know that there's like a weird gap where people are looking to buy shit, and they know that Halloween is in the fucking zeitgeist. Like it is way trendy to like Halloween and like say that's your favorite holiday and say
It's
like
funny because like
you love
not like
pumpkins and
like I hate saying this because it comes off so.
I'm gonna hate you say it. I
Yeah,
can tell
you already know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna say.
hate you saying it.
I hate saying this because it comes off so like oh like we did it before everybody kind of a thing.
I knew I'd hate it. Yeah, no, I hate it. I do hate it.
So like we got married on Halloween. It'll be like 14 years this year, and it was really difficult for family members, for friends, for people to accept, you know, a lot of my clients, to accept the fact that we're getting married on Halloween. And they thought like, oh, don't you look at that as like bad juju? Like it's, you know, not, you know, like a good sign. And like, you know, and I just was kind of like, I don't understand. And then because like I was saying earlier, I was raised very Catholic, Roman, Italian, Catholic. And it was like, I mean, you have to have the Ave Maria like sung at your wedding. It's just part, it's just.
Okay,
Back?
we're back. We
What
are
happened?
back officially.
What happened?
I
Who
just
knows?
the memory card was going
Tears of
low.
Zara made a very,
Uh-huh.
very factual comment. You can buy any season right now. Amazon. Fuck you, Amazon. But yes.
I'm gonna start
I always
celebrating
say
Easter because you know.
I do like me
Can we
some,
agree? Can we agree Easter
pastel
sucks?
shit.
We talked about Easter sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks because you know what?
Spend
Put it
time
on
with
a
your family.
Sunday. Yeah, you gotta spend time with your family. They put it on a Sunday and they don't give you the next day off. It sucks. It sucks.
What the hell?
You have to eat some fucking dumbass ham. You got to look for. You don't even get. I was gonna say you have to look for eggs, but that you don't even get to look for eggs if you start running for the eggs. People call you strange if you're an adult. Like Easter sucks. It sucks.
Anyways, back to my rant that nobody wants to hear. Well, anyways, we got married in a Catholic church on Halloween 14 years ago on a Friday. We literally had to interview priests that would accept the fact
Because you
that
chose
we were
Catholic. If
getting
you had chosen
married.
to get married in a spirit Halloween store, they wouldn't have questioned
Yeah,
it. You
I
could have
mean,
got
yeah.
married.
But it was just like, I don't know. It was a dumb like mentality of me to always, because I was just raised in the Catholic Church. I just dreamed of a beautiful cathedral. Like, you know, I'm old fashioned in certain aspects. So that's what I wanted. So I was determined. We got shut down by a lot of priests, but we found one that was like quirky. He was like cussing in front of us. We were like, hee.
Can we talk about the incense?
Oh, that was my thing.
That was your choice. You went a la carte on the incense, and you got everybody blasted.
It was so great. So
everybody got
during
blasted
certain like
fucking
mass, and like this is me being like a poor excuse of a Catholic because I don't really practice, and I just am more like I believe in God and all that, but I don't think to church to have a relationship. So
Jesus
so
said
the priest
something about
was
that.
like,
I can't remember the Bible quote.
The priest was like, so is there anything special? He's like, you could do anything. He's like, what, you know, whatever, like certain things. And I said, you know, I love it when I used to come into church and you can smell the incense. It just, I just love that. It was very
What
nostalgic.
are they using? They're not using like Nag Champa, right? They're using like
No.
no,
It's almost like it smells like
like
eucalyptus. I feel
roses or
like to
something like that. I
me,
figure they
like
would like use rose.
it doesn't smell like roses. It was very earthy eucalyptus esque. So
It's a good gig if you can make it. If you
yeah,
got it,
so
make it incense.
so there
for a
was
couple of
majority people there were not Catholic. There's what, like maybe 5 Catholic. There's maybe 5.
maybe 5 Catholics.
Maybe that might even be pushing it. And it was like the incense were in this like it looked like a ball, like a metal ball with a chain,
almost like a kink ball. It's
yeah,
like, oh,
it was like he's gonna do some kinky shit right now.
This got
So
some
the priest
feelings,
just
yeah.
like he doesn't even say what he's gonna do. He just starts, the incense are all smoking out of this ball, and he's like throwing it in everybody's face. The same with the holy water, just like chucking it at people. Like people, I remember watching it, just started
he knew they were
laughing
non-Catholics
because they were just like, oh my God, like, am I going to burn in hell? Because I'm not supposed to be in here. Like, oh, it was so great. And then one of our friends that wasn't Catholic was going to try to pretend and go up and receive the Eucharist. I was like, oh, don't do that. Perry.
So what? What happens?
It's just like, I don't know. Because they want you to go through the notions of.
Yeah, I think Halloween is like, I don't want to get like I am very much like it's like when you young too much. It's like if I see another fucking pumpkin and it's already August. If I see another
and I already started decorating.
I love pumpkins.
I'm like total pastel god. So I have like a pink coffin like in the corner. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like already like all the pastel stuff's like at Michael's right now. So I'm already like decorating a little bit, and he's like staring at me like he's gonna kill me.
It's too, and it's like and everything's fucking crowded now. Like you got like, not to be like, I feel like an old goth. I feel like I'm talking like an old goth. Like, oh, I am. Everything's fucking crowded.
Oh my God, when the Kate Bush song like became so huge where you hear it in the supermarket, I'm just like, who knew? Like when I said jam to this in the goth club like 15 years ago, that like Kate Bush would be like mainstream. It's insane.
Because that song is good.
It's such a great song.
That song is really good. But it's just, and everything is crowded. You go like for Halloween stuff and everything is gone. And also too, the thrill, like there used to be like, so let's just take a random fucking franchise. Let's just take Beetlejuice for an example.
Don't you diss on Beetlejuice.
I'm not dissing on Beetlejuice. Thank you for letting me finish.
You're welcome.
Okay. No, but when you go, like when you would find something that had Beetlejuice on it, like some memorabilia or some shirt, you would fucking flip your lid because it's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Like
you don't see this.
Now you see it every fucking 5 seconds. Like,
you're right.
Like, and so you lose that thrill of like the hunt, like too, like of just like finding cool shit.
It's I hate to admit it, but he's right. In that sense, because I'm so excited. Like when Spirit Halloween like launched like the Beetlejuice, like the last couple years they've been doing it, and been able to get our hands on a few of this stuff. I'm excited, but yeah, like, and then the more you see other people with it too, it's like kind of like, oh.
Yeah, and it's like on a pillow and on a mug and on a shirt and on a sign.
Unless you got some fucking massive, if you got some good DIY skills, then it's like legit because no one else is gonna have that.
Yeah, but it's just it's had a little bit of the fun sucked out of it for me. Like, and I feel bad because I love it. I still love it, but I'm trying to like avoid it till like mid-September is kind of when I get into it.
Yeah, we decorated the end of August last year, and I will never do that again.
It's too much. It's
like I got over it. Like I fucking love Halloween. Like we keep like coffins and things around the house like all the time. So we always have like, the spirit of Halloween. It's forever.
Always within us.
We have pictures of like in our hallway of like Nightmare Before Christmas art pieces, dark like Alice in Wonderland. We have Edward Scissorhands. Like, so it's like we have that kind of vibe going on here anyways. But the worst was like, because we live where we live, it's like kind of in a gully. So it gets really windy. And I like to decorate my skeletons.
That's a good word, gully.
It's like a gully.
Gully's a good word. I just like the word. I'm not disputing that we live in a gully.
Does anybody remember the movie Fern Gully? That's gonna age me, but it was. It was a really good movie.
Wasn't that the thing where like supposedly Avatar ripped off from that movie. Is that Ferngully?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, whatever.
I know what you're
I love Avatar and I love Ferngully, so whatever.
Whatever.
But why? I don't know. That's
it's annoying, and also too.
But yeah,
like,
our decorations. So I like to dress the skeletons up in like fancy outfits and wigs, and literally every day I come home from fucking work, there would be like one of them flopped over, a wig falling off, the purse off, just because of the fucking wind. I was out there redecorating almost every fucking day, and I was like, I can't. Like, as much as I love Halloween, I can't. So literally maybe September 29th is when, because it usually takes us a few days. I don't mind starting a couple days before October 1st, but I will not do it again just because of that factor of having to constantly redo it.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of things that like you look at and you're it's magical and it's mystifying and it's like and it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But after the 45th time you've looked at the giant piano in your lawn with a skeleton on it, you're like, I've seen that. And so by the time Halloween hits, you're like, yeah, I've seen that 100 times. Like,
yeah,
it's just
hey,
like,
but we did get like, not the toot our own horn, but toot our own horn. So many people would stop in front of our house and take pictures and just drive by it really slow. And at first we're like, what the fuck's this motherfucker doing? And we're like, oh yeah, our decoration. But we were so used to them being up since August. We're just like, what the fuck do they want? Like, why are they slowing down by our house? Like, I totally forgot. Like, oh yeah.
Didn't you take it in August? Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I just hope that it's not going to go even more to this extreme like we're going to see like on July 5th, because it's always like corporate seasonal. Like, we're going to see Halloween stuff and it's all going to be gone by mid-July.
Oh, it is.
And it's just going to be like,
especially like how our shortage is with everything too.
I hope it's just a merch thing that you can ignore. Like, I think that the Halloween festivities don't really start until September, October.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help.
Are we gonna do Halloween Haunt?
I think so.
I want to.
Susie
was saying they were gonna go to the other one. Maybe.
Yeah, we have friends who go to those type of things. We used to go.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be a fucking diva, old lady. I do not want to do horror nights unless we get the VIP.
Universal
Those
Studios
lines are stupid, and like no offense to anybody watching, listening, however you're streaming us. I feel like they're not even good. Like
they're fine, but you have to like, I have to see, like, if I'm gonna wait 3 hours to walk through a maze, I want to see actual zombies at that point.
Right.
Like, I don't want to see fake. I want to see like actual shit. Like, if I'm gonna wait 3 hours.
Really quick, I need my battery. Sorry.
Oh, I got it.
My thing's gonna die. I know you had it.
I had it.
I remember you were holding it.
I was holding on to it tight. Just talk.
That's what she said. But yeah, like I don't know. Where are you from? Tears of Zara. Do we still have Lawn 17 in here? Join in the conversation. I get bored.
Wow.
Not with you.
Real sell on the podcast there.
What are you talking about? No, I like other people's opinions.
Is boring as shit.
It's an open conversation. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
This shit is boring.
Have you guys been to Horror Nights, or even know what that is? Universal Studios puts on basically like Halloween Haunt, where you go through mazes. And I feel like the idea of going to Horror Nights sounds fucking spectacular because it's based on all Universal movies, right? So you're like, yeah, like that's fucking amazing.
Well, they have all the franchises. They have all the famous fucking everything you would imagine. They kind of
right. Like, so you think like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great, but not all. A lot of times, like I was very disappointed in what's the one Red Rum? What can I think of the name of it? The Shining, because like I was like, okay, like being a makeup artist myself, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so great because they're gonna hire like professional makeup artists and they're gonna do this amazing makeup, fucking bomb ass contour to make them look like the characters. They were all fucking wearing masks, and I was like, I can't, like, and not like COVID masks, like full like face masks that look like Jack Nicholson. I was like, I said, I just no. No,
The set design
use
in that shit was
prosthetics.
awesome, though. Anyways,
The set design, yes, I will give it that. But like you're waiting, these lines are like 4 hours long. Like you got to have some fucking bomb makeup. Like I was so disappointed. Not one in one of those
Jack
mazes.
Nicholson better be actually in there. You
Can you
charge his old
imagine?
ass up.
Can you imagine?
His poor old man. Dust him off and put him out there. Here, hold on to the sacks. But it's just that is like those like we love those like haunted places, but there's a threshold of like waiting in line.
Yeah, and I feel like sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and also the Universal knows that a lot of people are not gonna wait in those lines, and so they make the fast pass like literally you're just paying for like an extra ticket. Basically, it's it's that. And
I'm sorry, like price. I think it's worth it. I remember the last time we've only been once, huh? Oh my god, that one time we went, yeah, it was like
I'm a not Halloween.
It was miserable. I remember you just become so exhausted just standing in place for 4 hours. Like I was just like I just and you're hanging out with your friends and that was great, but I just was like we could be just hanging out at the house watching these movies. Like I don't know. And then but then what I do like again being an artist and loving creativity, I loved Halloween Haunt because okay, they're not like Universal, right? They don't have the copyrights to like all the movies and stuff. So they have to be just extremely creative and their makeup's fucking on point.
Well, they're a very passionate group.
Yeah.
Like those guys,
they're like diehard.
Yeah. And you know what? They have and they have to get creative. Like they had an H.P. Lovecraft maze, which was fucking amazing. Like that's awesome that they would like Universal would never do that because they get people who like believe it. Like they lean on their movie franchises. So if it either has to be something like completely iconic as like a stereotype of a monster, like a clown maze,
right?
Or because I don't think they have it. I don't think they have the rights to it. I think it's a different studio. But anyways, they have to like it's either has to be like a really, really, really iconic like stereotype of monster, or it has to be a really iconic movie franchise, and that's all they fucking do. So it feels almost like it's even like cross promotion. So I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd be pondering going and ponying up the extra money to go just to check it out again. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We should live it up because it's been no. We should go to a few and live it up because it's been a few years.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah. So you're predicting you're going to be into Halloween on now?
What do you mean?
Or you said end of September is going to be when you're full flight.
I mean, I'm already into it. Like, what's wrong?
There's a buzz because of the cell phone.
Is it because of this?
Yeah. Giving a buzz.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
I have to turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh. I wanted to go live on TikTok, everybody.
Well, just away from this board as far away if you can.
So far away. Okay.
It's still buzzing.
It won't stop buzzing.
Sorry. Anyways. Sorry, TikToks. Speaking of old men.
Old man Withers.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I
okay,
don't know.
I know it's bothering you. I'm going to go because it's bothering him.
Are we gonna do any ghost and are we gonna do any paranormal stuff? Because it's kind of in the brand. I feel like we have to do something paranormal.
Yeah, like okay.
We're gonna lose our paranormal tag. We barely have it
is it still buzzing? Why is it still buzzing?
A little bit.
Are you sure?
That phone's giving off some vibes. Well, it started buzzing louder when it.
Buzz.
Anyways.
So I really am sad. I don't know if anybody watching or listening has been to. I really. What made me want to do one of the murder mystery dinners is because of The Office.
That's the best one. That's why.
So I've always, well, not always, but I didn't know that was a thing until I watched that show, and I have to.
Well, we missed out because we went to
the Queen Mary used to do them, and we never went. Bless you, COVID.
Sorry. Well, it's all right. We're in the same house. There's no way we're gonna avoid it. Round 2. We missed out because we went to Midsummer Night's Screams, and they had the anatomy of a murder mystery dinner.
Like basically how to show you how to do it. Is that what it was?
Murder mystery dinner. That's a tongue pull. Yeah, they showed you how to do it. We could have hosted our own murder mystery dinner.
I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory.
It's kind of easy.
Yeah, you can.
It's kind of like shitty improv, right?
Yeah, you basically you decide, and you mail out to everybody what character do you want them to be and who's going to be the killer.
And there's one, and everybody opens up and it says like, "You're the butler." Oh, and by the way, you're the killer, right? Is that the thing?
We were actually.
How does it fucking work? I've never been to a murder mystery dinner.
Well, I've never been, but I know like basically you are in charge. If you're hosting, you get to choose who is everybody, like the whole entire cast.
I want the power. Give me the power we're hosting.
And then it's improv from there. Everybody just kind of plays on what we were going to do during COVID. We almost did. I almost did one where I was going to mail everything out, and we were going to do it like through Zoom and just have like 8 of us like do a dinner party. Like we could tell everybody what to have on their menu. We could be eating the same food, but
did you see that horror film? Speaking of Halloween and horror, did you see that horror film where it was like they did like a seance through Zoom and things went awry?
Ooh, what the fuck is the name of that movie? Does anybody know the name of that?
Oh my god, it was good.
It sounds really cool.
Seance movie. Zoom.
His hair is falling.
Yeah, and of course, like I don't want to give too much. Host. It's called Host. It's from 2020.
Oh, there you go.
I don't give too much away, but of course they start they start fucking around, and they're like not taking it seriously.
You know what would have been fantastic if we would have done it. Like, don't steal our idea. If we would have done it through Zoom, and what I put in the comments when I sent the message to the person that you would have as a killer, if you had them go to the address of the person that they killed and like bang on the door or just do something like right in the middle of all this and just like fuck with them, I think that would be really funny and really, really terrifying at the same time. I know we would have been like, what the fuck,
Do you think I got a pondering? Do you think there's been any serial killers who've ever been to a murder mystery dinner? There had to be, yes. Right? And they're like, you don't know.
You're next.
I didn't get picked, but you gotta get picked. Like, yeah. There has to I go to Google. I know this is not gonna be fruitful. Watch The Host, everybody, from 2020. It's a great film.
I think that would have gotten out if what you're talking about is.
You think so? Serial killer attending, because like the attending seance. Like one of the things is like they like reenacting stuff and they like going to the funerals and stuff like that.
I do declare. Yes, no, I know what you're saying.
So maybe murder mystery.
So that's definitely on the bucket list if we could find one. I would like to go. There is somebody in not Long Beach.
I got an idea.
What?
No, I don't want people to take it. It's brilliant. It's probably not that good, but I don't want. I gotta
just give us some credit if you guys.
Everybody gets credit. Everybody gets partial credit. Everybody gets intern credits or whatever from this. But yeah,
go ahead. What was your idea?
I'm not gonna say it.
It's that good.
Top fucking secret.
It's that good.
Yeah. It's probably not.
What I was gonna say is that there is a guy that supposedly. Excuse me. I heard he's I think he's a Satanist.
Please chat. She's focused.
And he was
not good enough.
Shut up. He's in Pasadena and he does seances and supposedly his house is haunted.
I want to go. Let's go.
I am a little fearful. No offense to the Satanists out there, but I don't know.
Let's go.
I just don't want any bad energy to follow me home.
The ghosts will follow you home.
I don't know if there's negative energy in his house or whoever comes, one of the negative. I don't know. That's me being just paranoid. But I would like
kind
to
of tempting fate. It's almost like what I was saying about like sending out messages to aliens. You're kind of asking for it.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll be 100% honest. I've always said, think in the past life I was a witch, and the reason why I don't open up that can of worms in this life is that in this wife, happy life, in this life is because I feel that, like you just said, like once you open that door, you can't go back. And so for me, I'm a little like I feel like I have some like psychic abilities and I feel like I can connect with the other side, but I'm scared if I start to that I won't be able to turn away. I'm going to start seeing dead people, you know? So
Like the boy,
that's my thing.
Haley Joel. What's it? Billy Joel Osborne?
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton. What's his name from The Sixth Sense?
Oh my god.
No, do you think there's once you get
There's a big buzz.
Yeah, it's the charger on the laptop.
This one?
On my one.
Yeah.
I think the chargers are creating a buzz too.
Yeah, don't blame my life. Jerk off.
I think it's both chargers.
What else?
No, but do you think I got a question? Do you think once?
Sorry, I'm still on the Halloween topic of all the fun things we're gonna do.
Oh, we're gonna go trick or treating. We're gonna carve a pumpkin.
I want to go back to Cemetery Lane.
We're gonna go to Cemetery Lane. We're gonna.
Descanso has a Halloween.
We're gonna put out a costume, maybe 2, maybe 3.
We used to do 5,
maybe 5. That's a lot of things. We already listen. Our dance cards are already full. We had no more room.
I'm excited.
All the spooks are done. Do you think that once you open the door to, I don't know, whatever, something following you or a bad spirit or whatever, bad energy, do you think there's an actual efficient way to close that?
Yes. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think it wouldn't be just like one. Like, you'd have to go to like.
You have to buy at least 5 sages.
Like, remember I told you about my client? Oh my god, I had this client, and she told me that in a past life, she lived in Egypt, and she had this very dysfunctional relationship. So that person followed her to this life, and he was doing some kind of witchcraft or like, you know, putting some kind of spell on her and very negative energy. Like it was consuming her. And she would try to call him out and then he would never deny it. And so she started.
So wait, she said like you're an ancient witch. He's like, no comment.
Yeah.
That's basically his response.
Yeah. Like he never said, yeah, I am, or you're fucking crazy. He just like would like just kind of smirk at her and like walk away.
What a creepster. Even if it's not true, what a creeper.
And so she was telling me she didn't know like what else to do. So she went to she found this woman. Did I tell you the story?
I heard parts of it.
She found this woman that is an extraterrestrial.
Of course. You got to fill out.
She was sent here to help humans.
This is all the bingo punch cards for our
show.
And
she basically is only here to help us. So
for money too.
And she charges her and like on top. Yeah. Course, like, yeah. And so I thought, wow, like again, like going like the oracle for the Catholic Church, you would think like there's like, you shouldn't be charging. Like if you have a gift like that, you should be helping.
Catholic
people,
Church doesn't, it's like donations, right? They don't like pull any, I mean, it all goes to the pockets of the Catholic Church, which is, those are deep pockets.
But anyway, so yeah, I guess she's doing
short
like
arms, long
Reiki
pockets,
and all these like things to like get this energy off her. And she said that it really works. She's going back to like really like kind of seal and bond, like so he can't connect with her anymore. But she was saying like for months she was like really suicidal and just like he just really had this hold over her. Something that she's never experienced before in her life. And so
well, I mean, even if it helps her, even if
extraterrestrial
it's
is helping.
Can we interview that extraterrestrial?
I can ask her to I just don't.
Please.
I'm sure she would charge.
I want to interview the whole crew. I want to make it like
it's like you're here, you came to your everything that you are was to come here. Your plan was to come to Earth and help humans, but then you're charging them?
You traveled light years to be a mediocre psychologist. I mean, imagine that. Just going
supposedly
across the
your shit
universe
works, so
to be just like a mid-level. Like, you figure if they were really an alien, they would be like amazing. They would be like the Michael Jordan of psychics or like psychiatrists or whatever. Like, they would be knocking it out of the fucking park. But you're just pretty good. Like, that's sad. You think she couldn't cut it in the alien world? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Get over your lane.
What?
Get in your lane.
If you had any people.
Get over in your lane.
Oh my god, I'm gonna sock you. Why do you care?
Because you're staring at my screen.
You can't even see.
Well, you can see you though. Nope.
Look, I'm gone.
She's gone again. A little magic trick. It's like that's almost as if like you're an alien and you come to Earth to become a fucking magician. Like, no offense to magicians, but like not even the most popular ones. Just like a mid-level like birthday party magician. Bummer for her.
I mean,
I feel bad for this extraterrestrial. Actually,
I would like to meet her.
I'd like to meet all of them.
But also, I wouldn't want to meet her.
Which one? Which one? You already know the client. Is it still a client?
No, yeah. Well, no, she was actually like I don't know her name. I don't remember her name. She was one of my friend hairstylists was out of the salon, so she like had just sent her to me. So it was kind of like on a whim type deal of me even doing her hair. But she was like super young and super how do I say this? Super into going to festivals and doing a lot of drugs.
Okay, got it. So she had a steady dose of psychoactives in her system.
So I don't know if that was like part of the enhancement. It could be negative. Yeah,
it could not help for sure. Yeah. I mean, it could not affect you
for sure,
or it can totally not help. It might be a factor. I don't know. Well, this has been an episode of ExtraNormal Podcast. Again, my name is formerly known as Chunk. My name is now, what is it, Christoph? Idiot. My name is Idiot here. Alongside me is Brianna. You could follow us we're streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Like and subscribe.
TikTok.
Hit those notifications to see when we're on. Giddy up on TikTok. We're there. Every once in a while we post. We're on Instagram. All that stuff just kind of floating around. We go to fun stuff. We're going to be going to more fun stuff because it's going to be spooky season. I'm sorry, everybody.
It already is.
I can't believe I said spooky season. I'm sorry. It's going to be that time of year. So yeah, hit us up.
Bye. So there.
This is a lasting image.